Dolph Lundgren reveals 8-year cancer battle. Dolph Lundgren has revealed he has been battling cancer for the last 8 years in a candid interview on In Depth with Graham Bensinger. The Rocky star said his cancer battle started when doctors found a tumor in his kidney in 2015, and the doctors were able to remove the cancerous tumor. Here's the actor telling his story.
Found a tumor, or they didn't know what it was, just a tumor in my kidney, and they took it out here in LA in 2015, but then they did a biopsy and it was cancerous. And then I did scans every 6 months, then you do it every year, and it was fine, you know, for 5 years. In 2020, I was back in Sweden and had some kind of acid reflux, or so I didn't know what it was, so I did an MRI, I did one, and they found that there were a few more tumors. The doctor called me when I was in Alabama, ready to shoot, and he said they found one more tumor in the liver. So I was like, oh, shit, okay. At that point, it started to hit me that this is kind of something serious. They did a scan to, you know, prepare for surgery. And the surgeon called me and said, no, it's grown now, it's too big. We can't take it out. It's like the size of like a small lemon. So now, if they can't take it out, that means you have to do systemic therapy. But then I started getting these side effects where I got diarrhea and I lost a lot of weight. And that wasn't very nice for myself or for, you know, my poor fiance. I think now, thinking back, they probably thought, oh, I'm a lost case, which I'd realized that with a guy in London. He started saying things like, you should probably take a break and spend more time with your family and so forth. So I kind of asked him, you know, how long do you think I've got left? And he said, you know, I think he said 2 or 3 years, but I could tell in his voice that he probably thought it was less.
Even as his cancer continued to progress, Lundgren decided to get a second opinion from Dr. Alexandra Drakaki, who made a key discovery about his case. The California-based oncologist discovered a mutation in one of his growths that is common in lung cancer, allowing doctors to try other potential treatments. Following a change in treatment, the actor says within 3 months, his tumors had been shrinking between 20 and 30%. By the end of 2022, his tumors had shrunk by about 90%, allowing him to surgically remove all the remaining scar tissue. Dolph Lundgren is set to have a number of upcoming premieres, including his role as Gunnar Jensen in Expendables 4, slated to be out September 22, and King Nerusin, Aquaman, and The Lost Kingdom, set to be released on December 20th.
Oh my gosh,
as King Nerus.
That's a lot, a lot.
Is.
And the fact that, yeah, he has, I would think that he has the funds. Imagine this happened to somebody who did not even have, like you're just in a place like Nigeria, and then how do you, when you don't even have enough funds, how do you seek second opinion about your health? And then the fact that they can actually go that way and is optimistic, or it was optimistic about it, and then it shrunk by 90%, and at the end of the day, they could actually just totally remove everything.
So I had...
Congratulations to him.
Yes,
I'm thanking God on his behalf, because I don't think a lot of people would survive this.
So I had a conversation recently with a friend who has been having pain somewhere, and he said he went to see a doctor. The first doctor misdiagnosed him, and he was like, no, this can't be what I have. He went to another doctor. So he had to seek different opinions of different doctors, and 2 of them had the same thing to say. And that was when he decided that, okay, this is what I have. So these days, because of wrong diagnosis, a lot of people are going to seek second or third opinions, and they do not rely on one doctor's opinion. But what do we now say in the case of people, like you said, who can afford to get other opinions? Because now, what if he had decided for himself and accepted the sentencing that he had just 2 or 3 years by the first doctor, and he didn't even talk to the second one, who now did research and found out that they could shrink it, there were other treatments. Because now, by now, he would still be in that space, in that box he already put himself, saying, I don't have much time left. But now this has happened, he has recovered, And this is also to people out there that they should always try to seek other opinions, especially in medical.
It's not even, so we have a situation where the health system over there actually really works, and it's not about who has the most money. Anybody can have access to good health care when you're out there, because you're paying tax, you're paying all that stuff. It's in there. So like people even have the home service, like the healthcare workers come to you. You can register for these things and they will come to you and they will do stuff. So I want a situation where in the future, like, we don't have to run, like someone said initially, we don't have to run when we have something here. One doctor will diagnose you of something here, then you now have to run to the UK to go and check if it's actually real what you have. So we have to just get to that point where healthcare is easily accessible. Good healthcare is actually easily accessible. But we're happy for this guy.
Yes,
and it's not easy. 8 years. It's a long time. It's actually a long time.
It's a long battle.
It's a long battle.
And yeah, like Honeypot said, congratulations to him for overcoming all of this. Like, it's a long time coming.
Most definitely.